We're over here with Johnny Ringo himself.
How you doing?
Good, good.
What's your name?
Mike as well.
Mike?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you guys.
I'm
Where
sorry.
you from?
Southern California.
Where?
Fontana.
Fontana, San Bernardino area.
Yeah.
So, how do you pronounce your last name?
Biehn.
Biehn. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
so
you
that's
for
good.
asking.
Yeah. No, I didn't want to. I
For
didn't.
a long time.
I didn't want to hack it up.
Catching up a little bit.
Yeah. So, Michael Biehn, here we are. Johnny Ringo from Tombstone, and as well a couple of my other favorite movies, such as The Rock and Terminator.
Yeah.
So awesome stuff. I actually like The Rock.
Aliens, too.
And Aliens, yes.
I like
Aliens,
them.
I know, I saw that. Oh well.
We lost the light.
Lost the light, but that's all right. We're still
Here's a
getting
little-
Johnny Ringo
here's
here.
a little thing that I want to give you. That this is about the McClary brothers, who were murdered down the street here about 150 years ago by Earps and Doc Holliday. So, but
Thank you.
history's starting to catch up to Wyatt Earp, and Wyatt Earp is no hero. I grew up thinking he was Wyatt Earp is a hero.
Right.
No, he's not a
Negative?
hero.
Okay.
A pimp is what he was.
He was a pimp?
Pimp is
Okay.
almost his entire life, and not that I got nothing against working girls, but he was married to 3 of them, but he's a pimp, and he wasn't a very good one. And the people that he killed in this gunfight were 500 people showed up at their funeral here at Boothill. 500 people in a town of 6,000 showed up.
Wow.
It was very political, but Earps were the muscle for Wells Fargo.
Okay.
And so when that gunfight happened, they represented the money in town, and the only reason they weren't charged for murder, in my opinion, was because they represented the money. And,
Okay.
So.
Sorry, just
Anyway, this is a
trying to
little
get
story. This is who the McClary brothers really are, not who they've been depicted in movies like our movies. The cowboys, the bad guys. Johnny Ringo never shot a priest. Johnny Ringo never did anything in Tombstone, really. Possibly shot somebody in a bar, but that's a little bit up for.
I was watching either a documentary or something about you when you guys did Tombstone. You wanted to actually go for the Wyatt Earp part. Is that you? Or
Say that again.
You were trying out for the Wyatt Earp part?
No, what happened on Tombstone was that I got sent the script by my agent, who was a pretty big agent at the time. His name was Ed Lamato, and he handled Mel Gibson and Richard Gere, a lot of big people. And they sent me the script, and they told me that Kurt was starring in it. He was
Right.
playing Wyatt Earp. And they said, is there any other role that you're interested in playing? So I read the script, which was 146 pages, I think, and ended up being a 90-minute movie. I read it, and I immediately said, yeah, I'm going to play Doc Holliday, because actors recognize roles when they see one. So I told my agent, Doc Holliday.
Okay.
I'm going to play Doc Holliday. A couple of days went by, my agent got back to me and said, it looks like that role is going to go to Val Kilmer. Is there any other role that you'd be interested in the movie? And as an actor, you recognize good roles. And I immediately said Johnny Ringo. I could have played one of the Earp brothers. I think I could have played any other male in the movie. They liked me enough. Kevin Jarre, who was the original director, liked me enough that I think I could have played any other role other than Doc or Wyatt. And so I ended up with Johnny Ringo, and it was a very troubled movie. The director got fired 4 weeks in. They brought in a guy named George Cosmatos, who nobody really respected. And so the Johnny Ringo that I played was not directed. That was just me, but it was very, very good material. It's what Kevin Jarre wrote. Kevin was a great writer, pure glory. And the movie came out. It was not a big hit. Did not make a lot of money. Did not get reviewed particularly well. Nobody ever even mentioned me out of all the reviews that I read. I was looking, trying to find something because I thought I'd done a good job. But I used to be more well known for the Terminator, starring in the first Terminator, and in Aliens, the sequel to Alien, playing Hicks. Those over the last 10 or 15 years, I've become much more identified with Johnny Ringo. I think the movie, although I think the best movie that was ever was Aliens. Johnny Ringo and Tombstone have really, I mean, people just love it.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just
No,
love
it was a great.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to ask you, the gun twirling,
Yes,
was that something you practiced, or is that something you did on your own?
that
or
was something that I did.
that was all you?
It was all me.
Really?
Shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That you could, you know, you can go on YouTube and see me talking about that. You can go on YouTube. So I've got 5 minutes I could tell you about that. But
No worries, no worries.
Yeah, you know, you
Yeah.
can go to YouTube and I explain the whole.
And then the other question I want to ask you, if it really came down to a draw between you and Wyatt Earp,
Wyatt Earp. Wyatt Earp wouldn't even need.
Wyatt Earp would take you out?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, good. Yeah, who would be?
Only because of the movies that Doc Holliday took me.
Right.
No,
But if it came down to it, so you're
Johnny
saying
Ringo would have taken.
John Ringo would have taken him down all day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for himself, because you know he committed suicide.
That I did not know. Okay. Okay.
In real life.
Okay.
In true life.
Okay.
I'll give you that's about the McLaren ride. This was
With the herbs, but
well, this is true. This is a famous vendetta ride, you know.
Right,
It was
right.
Like in the movie, they go out and clean up the whole West. You know, he killed 3 people, including Curly Bill. And this was a poster. You know, he's a scumbag. He's just a horrible person.
well, and I know, like in the movie, yeah, doing the research a little bit on the herb. That I know his at least in the movie, the blonde, yeah, she was a hooker. Or
All of his wives were.
But I didn't know about the last wife. I knew she was kind of fast,
he
but
was
not.
pimping her out when he was in Tombstone. He was pimping her out.
He was pimping her out. And that's what, Josephine
All
or?
his life.
Okay.
Going back to Peoria, Illinois.
Yeah,
They
I
called
think we're
him
good.
the,
Thank you.
Peoria Bummer. You know, he lived to be an old man, so
Right.
therefore he kind of told history the way that he thought it should be told.
Uh-huh.
It's just not based on any kind of fact at all. And history's starting to catch up with Wright now.
Gotcha.
And Doc Holliday.
Okay.
No heroes. Not heroes. Killed 3 innocent men down the street here 150 years ago.
Hey, so Johnny Ringo, what should they be doing to the channel?
Subscribing?
There it is. Subscribe to the channel, guys. For Johnny Ringo, right? Thumbs up. There it is, guys. Thumbs up for Mr. Johnny Ringo.